Hi there. Remain calm. You're in the final stage of the Containment Protocol. The protocol was successful and the entity has been completely removed. And so, we begin with step 1, reorientation. Start by telling me, where are you? What happened? It's okay if some of the memories are a little hazy. That's to be expected at this point. What we're going to do though is we need to see if there are any signs of residual contagion. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, show you some objects, things like that. Become very obvious to me quickly if there is still contagion, at which point we'll take a step back in the process. But for now you're completely safe, okay? Please don't worry. Good. Begin then for me, just to reinforce this, by reading this for me out loud. Do the words make sense? Can you read them? Out loud for me. Remain calm. If at any point you feel reality getting away from you, repeat those words, either to yourself or out loud, and you'll find that they help. Remain calm. Next, just going to check for any concept confusion. I'm going to show you some words and some shapes. And I'd like you to tell me what they say and then any words that you associate with them. You have done this test before in an earlier part of the Containment Protocol. And so I'm going to be comparing your answers this time to last. So, begin for me by reading out this word. That's correct. The word is sun. What do you think of when you see the word sun? Fantastic. Earlier, you were telling me that it is something to drink, a beverage. So, much better. Next, see if we can keep this up. This word here. Does it make sense to you? Can you read it? Wonderful. What is the word? Good. It's the word face. And when you see the word face, what does that mean to you? Okay, good. 2 for 2. Earlier, you told me that that was a place you cannot return to. Creepy, right? Next, let's see how we do here. Firstly, does the word make sense? Can you read it? Good. What's the word? That's right, the word is you. Now then, tell me what you think of when you see the word you. Very good. Do you remember who that was before your exposure to the entity? Okay. A few more words, 3 more to be precise. Slightly longer word for you to look at now. Firstly, does the word make sense to you? Can you read it? Wonderful. What is the word? That's right, the word is window. Now then, tell me what you think of when you see the word window. If it is an odd thought, that is absolutely fine. Good. Well, I would certainly call that progress, because earlier you said that windows were for seeing the mouth in the sky. Do you still think that there is a mouth in the sky? Okay. Next word. As before, you're doing so well. Can you understand this word? Can you read it? That's fantastic. That points towards no residual contagion at this stage. What is the word? That's right. The word is clock. Tell me what you think of when you see this word. Okay. I don't mind that answer. Before you told me it was to see how long you'd been gone. And you have been gone a while, but now you are back with us. Last word before we look at some shapes, okay? Wonderful. Let's see if we can complete the set. So tell me, do these letters form a word for you? Does it make sense? Are you able to read it? Fantastic. What's the word? Great. So tell me what you think of when you see the word hand. Okay. Any other thoughts connected with that at all? Earlier you told me that that was how the entity managed to enter. Any kind of recollection of that now? Okay, good. So, 3 shapes now, and then we can move on from this to something a little more fun, perhaps. Here we go. Can you tell me what this shape is? Good, that's right. It's a square. Anything associated with this shape at all? Or is it simply a square? Earlier you told me that that shape was guilt. Do you still have those feelings? Okay. Next. Any idea what this shape is? That's right, it's a circle. And if you could ascribe any other word to it, what would it be? Good. Earlier you told me it represented the word tomorrow. Any idea what might be happening tomorrow? Good, well, if anything springs to mind, let me know. Your final shape. Tell me, do you know what this shape is? That's right, it's a triangle. Any words associated with this that aren't really related to shapes or colours? When I showed you this, you didn't know the word for triangle. You simply said forgotten. No? Good. Well done. Take a moment just to relax. That's great. No signs of residual contagion there. Excellent. So, as before, because it was quite a long process, remember that phrase? Okay. Here it is again for you. Read it out for me. This? Not making sense. Do you know what it's supposed to say? It is. It is supposed to say, remain calm. What words does it say to you then? No? R-E-M-A-I-N. C-A-L-M. No, that's fine. That doesn't necessarily show contagion. It may be a residual effect of it. So please do not worry. When I showed you that the first time, though, you saw the words remain calm, correct? Okay, good. Right. Next, we're going to do a little obedience inversion. It's important that you remember you don't owe anybody obedience just because they demand it, such as the entity did. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some commands and you are going to do the opposite. Now I am aware that that is following a command, but I'd like to see just that you can subvert slightly what you're being asked to do, okay? Great. So, when I tell you to raise your hands, you'll lower them. If I tell you to lower your hands, you'll raise them. If I tell you to look at me, look away. And if I tell you to ignore me, look at me. Okay? If I say do nothing, then do nothing. No, I'll say that once again. There's a lot of instructions here. If I say blink once, blink twice. You not have heard that one. Okay. If I say to smile, give me a frown. If I say freeze, you'll stop. Okay. Don't worry. Let's leave it there. Actually, that was a lot of instructions. Okay. So, let's see how we do. Shall we try it? Okay. Look at me. Ignore me. Blink once. Lower your hands. Raise your hands. Smile. Don't nod. Lower your hands. Good. And now, any of those things in any combination that you like. Fantastic. How did that feel, okay? Good. Again, take a break. We're about halfway there. Would you like to have another go at reading your instruction? Okay. You know what it says? You do. Ready? So, here we go. Still no good. So, remain calm. Yes? Odd that you could see the other words. Not that one. No, not to worry, that's fine. Next, something that we call comfort object recognition. Okay, some things that might be pleasant to look at. There are some questions associated with them, however, and all you need to do is answer with the first thing that comes into your mind, okay? Great. So, firstly, tell me, what is this? Yes, good. And tell me what this is not. Good, well done. Simple as that. Okay, next. What is this? That's right. And tell me, what song do you think of when you see this? Okay, good. Okay. Next. What is this? Good. How many versions of you have used this? Okay. The final one, this one's quite important. Tell me, what is this? Quite right. The important question coming up now, because this can point to residual contagion. What's in this? Okay, if it helps, the answer is nothing. Okay? Good. Take one more look. Anything else to add to this little guy? How are you feeling now before we move on to the final part of the Containment Protocol? Okay, let's have another go at reading this, shall we? It doesn't matter if you can't. If this is the only thing we have to deal with, then this has been wildly successful. Okay, good. So, take a look for me. Is it pictures? Is it symbols? What does it say? And you're reading that rather than remembering it, yes? Superb. Okay. Good. Before we finish, I'd like to do a sensory residue check to ask you a few questions about things you may have seen, heard, felt, experienced during this whole protocol. Is that okay? Great. At any point, did you taste copper? At any point, do you feel like you've adapted to the wrong baseline reality? Anything feels slightly off? Okay, good. During this reorientation, do you feel the need to hum at all? Okay. At any point since we met, your teeth felt heavy. Did any of these questions or any of the tasks you've been asked to do not make sense to you, as in you didn't understand why you were having to do them? Okay. 2 more questions. Number 1, how are you feeling? And finally, I'd like you to take a quick look, please, and tell me where your shadow is in relation to you right now. Thank you for your cooperation. Based on these answers, unfortunately, looks like we need to begin this test again. Remain calm. You're in the final stage of the Containment Protocol. The protocol was successful, and the entity has been completely removed.